A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, Mid-Hudson It's Wednesday, December 14th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The city administration in Newburgh wants to transition to a public safety dispatch center to merge the operations of the police and fire departments' independent operations. Mayor Torrance Harvey says it could happen in the next few months.
Because, the new budget starts January 1, 2023, so we got about 3 weeks between now and New Year's. And so once we enter that new fiscal year, then those funds become readily available, and then we can start transitioning those major things that we have coming for the upcoming new year.
There's been no public announcement or discussion about a possible merger operation. Word of it was discussed in a new PBA contract, which said that the midnight shift would be outsourced, presumably to the Orange County 911 Center. The newly reimagined Health Alliance Hospital in Kingston is seeing patients effective today. The facility on Marys Avenue, with a new two-story 79,000 square foot addition, also includes a 25,000 square foot emergency care center, modern family birthing center, critical care area, advanced service cardiac catheterization laboratory, and 48,000 square feet of refurbished space within the hospital footprint. Mayor Stephen Noble said with the investment of over $100 million into accessible health care in the heart of the city, the needs of the growing community are being seen and met. A group showed up at the Plattekill Planning Board session last night to voice their opposition to a planned campground, Red Cedar Ridge, a 30-site facility on 501 Huckleberry Turnpike near the border of the towns of Marlborough and Plattekill. David Campbell and Mallory Cash are seeking a special use permit for the 103-acre property, but members of the Huckleberry Preservation Group want to stop that because they fear there'd be too much noise, traffic, and trespassing by campers, along with the destruction of natural beauty, fire hazards, and possible desecration of Native American lands. Donna Connell is a neighbor and a member of the Huckleberry Group.
I wouldn't oppose if it was 5 cabins or 5 RVs. 30 is overwhelming.
Campbell and Cash conducted a public presentation at Plattekill Town Hall and plan to site 30 cabins in the M3 mountain zone, which allows for 8 sites per acre and far more than is being planned.
The holidays are here, and at Galleria at Crystal Run, you can find something for everyone on your list. Over 1 million square feet of joyful shopping. Visit over 100 retailers, including many locally owned businesses. Check out brand new stores like Lovisa, Rue 21, and Box Lunch. Don't miss Visits with Santa this season from Black Friday until Christmas Eve. Sponsored by Town Square Media. For all the details regarding hours, photo pricing, and special events, visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com. And happy holidays!
Governor Hochul has signed legislation allowing local governments to adopt a local law to exempt up to 10% of the assessed value of a primary home for volunteers who have been members of a volunteer fire department or ambulance service for at least 2 years. The bill was sponsored by Senator Elijah Reichlin Melnick and Assemblyman Ken Zabrowski, both of whom represent a portion of the Hudson Valley in Albany. Reichlin Melnick said it's a big win that will be celebrated by volunteer fire departments, saying there's been significant opposition by minority groups to a ban on flavored tobacco products in Westchester County. Executive George Latimer yesterday vetoed legislation approved recently by the County Board of Legislators. Because of the concerns of those groups, Latimer is rejecting the legislature's ban.
The bill, which has strong support in some quarters of our county, has been vigorously opposed by a significant number of local African American groups and leaders, Middle Eastern and Arab American leaders, representatives of union organizations, all who assert their communities would be negatively impacted by banning these products. None of these communities is monolithic in their opposition, but there exists a significant percentage of objections having been raised that cannot be brushed aside.
Latimer says more education and enforcement efforts to address the ills of smoking and the enforcement of underage smoking must be addressed, and he's launching programs on both fronts. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.